everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Heike, this is you Lola, and you're watching Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. We are back, so I hope for real now. I'm so sorry we had to take this long break. I know you were all super understanding and super supportive, and I'm so thankful for that. I have halfway forgotten how to speak English in the meantime. Hopefully not. But yeah, I really hope today marks the day where we are going back to our regular schedule, more or less. I might have to drop some days, but you know why, and I know you understand why, so I'm not too worried about that. But I've really missed filming, and I'm glad to be back. It is weirdly relaxing to do these daily videos, so I've missed it a lot. You can tell that the little one here has missed it a lot. She looked at the ring light going up on my desk and she was all, "For real, Mom?" So yeah, it's good to be back. For those of you who were part of my very first and so far only live, it's not going to stay my only live. At some point I'm going to schedule something. I don't want to drop it on you like a surprise bomb. So I'm going to do another one if I can remember to schedule it at least a couple of days in advance. But if you were part of that, you might remember that I talked during the live that the boyfriend wasn't aware that I had a YouTube channel, and I had to come out of the closet first before I could even think about filming, because he won't go back to work for the rest of the year at least. Yeah, I'm out of that closet now. And something I'm going to talk about in a moment was one of the big things that helped me to basically tell him, you know, honey, I have to remove you from our office now because I need to film. No, that's not really what I did. He just decided he wanted to do some Netflix and chill. And I thought, great, I have time before I have to make dinner. Let's film a video. That's the reason why today's video is later than I usually upload, because I used to film first thing in the morning before work. Right now, I am not doing that. It is 6:20 in the evening, so I have no idea when this will go up. The plan is to have this up today. At some point, I'll have to edit. Looking forward to it, not. Okay, so let's start with what I did the least of in the last weeks, and that would be diamond painting. You saw this diamond painting in my last unboxing, and then in my diamond painting theme of the month video for October. Yes, honey bunch. It is my Halloween canvas from diamondpaintingfactory.co.uk, and I have started it like a good little diamond painter on October 1st, and then I never picked it up again. Today's the 12th, so I'm a little bit behind. Just a tiny bit. And there can't be two cats on camera at the same time. There can only be one. It has to be this one here. She is having the time of her life. There's a human home to pay attention to her 24/7 now. It is glorious. Anyway, I started on this. As you can see, I started working on the background. The plan is to finish the background first and work on the rest afterwards, because the rest is going to be the fun part of this. But I have to get on it. It is actually a good diamond painting. I don't know why I am not diamond painting this month. I'm just not feeling it for whatever reason. I want to knit. Let's be honest here. I'm really feeling the nitty bug right now. So yeah, but I'm going to get back to this probably tomorrow. Today I have nitty plans, so I'm going to talk about this in a bit. But yeah, something that came up. No, kitty, that's not for you. That's too sugary. I haven't had proper lunch, and I got a few gummy bears here, and she is now trying to steal those. Yes, I'm going to cook dinner in a bit, so I'm going to get something proper to eat. very soon. I just don't want to have a real snack now. Anyways, what was I talking about? I am completely getting myself off rail. One thing that some of you left a comment about on the unboxing, I think this was, it might have been the diamond painting theme of the month, I don't know for sure, is the fact that the Happy Halloween in this painting spells happy with 3 P's. I checked the artist website. She doesn't make any statement about that, but there are 2 versions available as an art print from her. The first one being just the painting without the words, and the second one is with the words, and on her original artwork with the words it is spelled with 3 P's. What I think that is, and may I remove your highness for a moment to show the peoples. What I think this is supposed to be is claw marks. And because 2 claws would look very weird, she chose to use 3 P's to make it a 3 claw mark. Odd numbers are also always more pleasing on the eye. That might be another reason. To be honest, in the beginning I didn't even realize, so when I unboxed this I didn't even realize that it was spelled with 3 P's, and then later I just accepted it. Kitty, don't kill my knitting, please. Don't start early on this. I just accepted it as fact, as I had made it up in my head, so that's what I'm going to go with. Kitty, I said no to killing the knitting. Come here. Oh god, you are... As you can see, even after 2 months or so of not filming, she's still a pest. Anyway, this is the diamond painting I am trying to work on. I am not really getting on with it like I should, but it is so far actually fun to do, so I really just need to get my groove on. And then I'm going to move on to the big news. You might have seen it on Instagram yesterday. And it might not be that much of big news for you anymore. But last week, Diamond Shop asked me if I wanted to become an affiliate of their shop. Honestly, don't expect to see a lot of sponsorships or affiliateships on this channel, because even when I was so far away from ever considering that something like this might be a thing on this channel, I had already decided that I would never take an affiliateship or sponsorship from anything I hadn't thoroughly tested on my own and really loved. So there's probably not going to be a lot of that in the future of this channel. But Diamond Shop, I will be honest with you, I think I thought about it for as long as it took me to read the email. It was a short email. So I said yes, and now I am officially an affiliate and brand ambassador for Diamond Shop, which means I am going to do in the future, sometimes, not all the time, no worries, I'm not trying to sell you stuff all the time now, but I'm going to help them promote future releases and special things they do, like the Christmas charity, which I already was allowed to be an ambassador for last year, and now she's killing the other knitting. Get your claws out of there. Yeah, which I was already an ambassador of last year. Things like that. I'm going to basically be a brand ambassador on Instagram and YouTube now. I have an affiliate link, which you can find in the description box below, which I absolutely do not expect you to use unless you really want to. It's really up to you. I'm not going to get mad if you don't use it. No worries at all. That being said, I thought I would have more time before I actually could talk about this, because I'm actually only going to talk about this if anything in the video is naturally around Diamond Shop. So for example, if a new promotion happens or if I am working on a painting. And I thought the next time to talk about this would be the unboxing of the paintings I ordered around my birthday. Those haven't been shipped yet because Diamond Shop currently, due to the situation we have in the world, has a shipping time of about 8 weeks. That's because of the factory, not them. But yeah, I thought it would be at least another 2 weeks before I actually could tell you. And then yesterday they surprised at least me. I don't know how the other affiliates, ambassadors / in between feel about that, but they released an October collection, 5 new releases from 5 of their artists, and I'm going to slide the pictures in here so you can see. If you just order the pictures without using an affiliate link, there are plenty. I'm going to put in all the names as well in the second to last graphic, I think it is, and you can choose who you would like to support, of course. What was I saying? Oh geez, I'm so sorry. I'm so combobulated. I knew that word once upon a time. Confused. Let's say confused. So yeah, I'm really off-railing myself all the time. Okay, if you are just ordering without using an affiliate link, and you order one of these 5 paintings, you will get a cover minder matching the painting for free. They have just recently started releasing cover minders to match their paintings and artists and stuff, so check that out. They are gorgeous. But if you decide you would like to use an affiliate link, whether it be mine or any of the others, you will also get a special drill treatment for free for the painting or paintings you chose. You have to use the link, and in the little box during checkout where you can put in a note, you need to put in the handle, the social media handle of the person whose link you're using. So in my case, you need to put in Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. If you forget this, no worries. There is an email address you can write to afterwards and tell them that you forgot to mention the handle and that you used the link and the handle of the person, and you will get the special treatment as well. The email address is in the description box down below, just where my affiliate link is. Jeez, words are really hard. No, I see that, Paul. Also, please don't strangle yourself with the yarn. It's stronger than you think. Little pest. So, if you like any of these paintings and you would like to get the free special treatment, I would be absolutely delighted if you use the link, but full disclosure, as always, there will always be transparency here. I'm going to get a kickback from your order if you use the link. I mean, you know that's how affiliateships work. The person who has the link gets something back. The one thing I can already tell you, because you know me, everything I make from this link will go right back to Diamond Shop, and I will buy paintings from it. That's pretty much a no-brainer, isn't it? So yeah, that's my big news, and I'm so excited how this is going to develop in the future, because Diamond Shop is one of my favorite diamond painting shops. It might even be the favorite. I'm always a bit hesitant to pick the one, but I think, honestly, I think with Diamond Art Club opening up their affiliateship program again, and me thinking about if I wanted to apply for, I think now 2 weeks, and not pulling the plug, and Diamond Shop contacting me and me saying yes right away, we have our answer here. It's just a feeling. So yeah, that's the big news, and I'm totally ecstatic about that. And to be honest, I am most excited to see which charity event they are going to do for Christmas. I hope they can do one. I mean, I don't know if they can actually do something on site like they did in the last 2 years with what we are going through right now. But I'm kind of certain there's going to be something, because they love to give back. So I'm super excited to see if that happens and what it will be. yeah, so that's my diamond painting. Let's move on to the next thing. I flashed you my name again. Well, I guess it's not too bad, is it? You probably already know it by now. Which is going to be the stitching. So I don't think I've shown this since I finished part 5, did I? I am absolutely no longer mentally aligned with my own videos, so I have no idea what I showed you and what I didn't show you. We just have to get back on even keel together here. So I think I didn't show you this since I finished part 5, which would be the center part. This is a center strip by Barbara Anna, my Christmas stitch along I'm currently doing. It is now up to part 7 and part 8 is going to drop this week on Thursday. I am absolutely looking forward to what it will be, because it will be another Mr. and Mr. Santa riding on something. And let me tell you, Rudolph, yeah, totally normal. Didn't surprise me at all. The rabbit had me in stitches. The pig? Come on. This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. And I am so excited to see what the 4th one will be, because this will be, of course, something that can be written. I'm thinking maybe a bird? What do you think? I have that weird cough right now. It's really, really annoying. Anyway, so part 6, and after part 6 I decided I would just stitch a little bit ahead. I didn't feel like changing out my frames yet. It was in the middle of everything going down last month, and I decided I wanted to do something easy and brainless, and I decided to stitch the last few frames and corners, which is what I did, and which also sped up when part 7 dropped, the whole process of that. I'm still completely crap at doing French knots, so the little eye in Santa in part 7 is actually supposed to be a French knot. I did something there. It's not a French knot. But I'm going to practice those now, because it really, really annoys me that I am not able to do them properly. And I've rewatched the video of how to do them, and every time I do that yeah, of course that's how you do them. And then when I reach the point where I have to do one, I don't rewatch the video, I just do it like I think it's supposed to be done. Lola is scratching at the door, and it's making these awful nails on blackboard noises. I had to finish the office door, because while I might be out of the closet, I'm not doing this with the peanut gallery around yet. Maybe at some point, not yet. Anyway, this is part 7, and I am very much looking forward to part 8. I still haven't fixed the star in part 5, but I think I'm going to. It's still bothering me. I've let it sit now for over a month, and it's still driving me nuts to look at it. I'm a bit of a nut job, and you will learn that with the next project I'm going to show you. Oh, 28 count dirty linen, I believe this is, by Spygard. It's one of their standard colors. I'm using all the called for DMC flosses, and I have substituted a few of the stitches with beads. And the beads came all from my stash, so I can't really say for all of them what they are. The gold and the cream are Toho, but the red metallic one I used for Rudolph's nose is something my mother bought for me over 20 years ago in our local craft shop. It was, I think, Rye branded, which I don't know if you're even aware of it outside of Germany. I have no idea. Anyway, second project, Dark Queen of the Seas by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This thing is mind-blowing. Ta-da! So it's the 3 fish you saw me stitch on the live. You saw me mostly finished that, and the second part dropped on the 1st of October and was her body there, basically her hips, her stomach, her thigh area, but she is of course not a human, so she doesn't have legs. I am still of the firm belief that she is going to be an octopus, and I think the little shadow image pretty much confirms that. I don't think it's really a secret. But yeah, I finished this on it was, I think, Friday. And this has been a little bit of a drama because of the skin part, the blue part there. That's her skin. And I think I thought about doing it 1/1 for a solid 24 hours with some sleep in between. Let's be real here. Because I saw someone finish it. She actually did a 2/1 10 stitch, which means it's only a half stitch and not a full cross. And I thought it looked really good in the picture. So after a lot of overthinking, I decided to go for it, and I started stitching 1/1 full cross. And I made pretty much a mistake with the first stitch and had to frog back at that point, I believe, like 24 stitches. It was hell. I was absolutely unable to frog like I usually do. I usually can really pull the thread out just using my needle as a tool to ply it up. It was not possible with the 1/1, so I had to cut, and my seam cutter was too big for how tiny these stitches are if you stitch 1/1 on 28 count. So this was a total nightmare of trying to get it out, carefully cutting into the threads, trying not to cut the fabric. I sweat bullets, people, bullets. Not funny. And while I did that, I decided, you know what, screw the 1/1 skin. That lasted as long as it took me to completely frog it out, and then I had the brilliant idea, you know what, let's try the 2/1 10 stitch. It will go faster and it is probably easier to frog. Yeah, it does go faster, but let me tell you, it's not easier to frog. So I finished the darkest blue up there, and I looked at it and I realized I hated the look of the two stitch sizes mixed with each other. I would be completely fine if the whole thing was stitched 2/1 10 stitch, but not mixing the two. So it was late. I decided, let's not be rash, sleep on it, look at it again in the morning, decide then. And that's what I did. I slept on it. I woke up on Friday. I looked at it because my floor stand is right next to my desk. I looked at it all day while working and decided I hated it with a passion, and it had to come out. So come out it did. It was not easier than frogging the 1/1 full cross. I sweat bullets again. And I now know I'm never going to do that ever again. So all my stitching I'm going to do in the future, because I have several mirabilias, and I also have a second pattern by Autumn Lane Stitchery that is this beautiful geisha. These ladies are going to have 2/2 skin, and we're going to be happy with that. So, long story long. But quite honestly, I am happy with this look. It doesn't annoy me at all that her skin is the same stitch size as the rest of her. I like the look of it when I look on other people's stitching. I have no issues with that whatsoever, but it's just with crooked drills. It doesn't really annoy me when it's other people's paintings. I'm just okay with that. If it's my own painting, it drives me up the wall. The same for that. I can't cope with it if it's my own stitching. But let's stop talking about this, because I've completely talked it to death. So this is the October part finished. Oh, Although I'm wondering why there are 2 stitches missing. Did I miss them, or was there really a hole there? I'm not sure. I'm going to check that. But that's all for this month. She's going back into the web pile until November 1st, and I am extremely excited to see where November 1st will take us. Damn cough. I am stitching this on 28 count opalescent linen in the colorway Bewitched by Under the Sea Fabrics. This fabric has been specifically dyed for the stitch along. Give me a moment. I think I need to drink something. Yeah, I know, Kat, you hate it. She really hates it when I open bottles that have fizzy stuff in them. I never used any of these cans to scare cats away, but this noise seems to be naturally disturbing to them. But yeah, yeah, this fabric was specifically created for the stitch along, and it is so beautiful. You can see a little more than you did last time because I opened the frame up a little bit more. It has these gorgeous purple and turquoise colors mixed together, and I'm so deeply in love with it that I think I'm going to purchase one more piece, even though she only sells it in combination with the bead pack. So you can't actually get the fabric on its own, which is a bit sad, but I'll take the bead pack again. I will find something to use it for at some point. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. I've actually been thinking about, I think about 15 years ago, I used to make these fobs made out of chain and glass beads and stuff. I think I'm going to pull one out. I still should have around somewhere to show you my next video. I have thought about going back to doing that, maybe in a little smaller scale, so it can be used as scissor fobs or for project bags as zipper pulls, something like that. Would that be something you would be interested in? Because I have a lot of beads left, and if I start doing this, I'm probably going to have suddenly a lot of these things and I can't always use them on my own. So let me know if that is something you would be interested in. I could be convinced to put that up on Etsy or somewhere, if you would like to. Yeah, so this is the Dark Queen of the Seas. This is glorious. It's going to be released in 12 parts. It started in September. Don't look at me like that. I love you, kitty. You know I do. And yeah, this is 2 parts. It is a good chunk of stitching each month, I'll be honest with you. But Aaron, the designer behind Autumn Lane Stitchery, designed it in a way that it's also kind of color blocky, so it's not too complicated and not too much crazy counting is involved. So I pretty much always color complete on these. I stitched the 3 fish one after the other, but whenever I stitch them I color complete it. So it's actually a very nice relaxing pattern, but it will take a bit of the month to stitch that if you are not like me and you spend a whole Sunday stitching on something. That was a bit crazy, I will admit that. Okay, and the last project I think I haven't shown you yet. I'm actually not sure about the Chinese zodiac, but I think I showed that to you in the last floss tube I did that nearly didn't happen. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Forgive me if I'm wrong with that. But the last thing I'm going to show you in my stitching is the Midnight Way. This is the one project I could not keep up on in September. So that completely fell off the rotation, and I only finished the 3rd store, which is the Ghost Writers Bookshop, yesterday. I'm going to give you close up as much as I can. I have to go back and add in a bit more backstitching on the bookshop because I did not realize that I had to completely backstitch everything in the letters. So I have not backstitched them around the axis this way. So up and down I only have these covered. Yeah. Reading a pattern is a bit like reading a recipe, cooking instructions. You're supposed to read them before you even start. And now she's making a bed out of my knitting. This cat is hilarious. Can I, without making you sick? There. Can you see that? It is ridiculous. Ooh. Probably need to readjust that. I am sorry. We're going to try and work with this for the moment. Yeah, I'm not good at reading the instructions before I start on something. Proven with that. So I only have the fourth part left. I have stitched the box with the words, and then there's now a symmetric pattern of small things, like there are brooms, one on each side, there are more bats, there's a candle. So a lot of the elements you see up here are going to be repeated down here in a symmetric way, left and right. But I'm going to put this away now for a couple of days because, like I said, today I'm going to reserve for knitting. And I have to convince Her Majesty now that I'm going to pull out my knitting underneath her. Jeez, this is going to be longer than I planned to. Honey Bunch, could you for a moment get up? I know I'm a bad mom. Totally and completely and super, super mean. Okay, so I don't think I have shown this to you yet. This is the milk. No. I know this is your favorite parts of the daily videos, but we are not going to do this today. So this is the, I'm trying to push her away a little bit. This is the Mixtape Mystery Knit Along by Paisley Pearl Yarn. This is a knit along that my friend Jessie from Mislaid Pages found, and she kept talking about, and I kept resisting, and then Rachel joined in and gushed about it, and I kept resisting, and yeah. Then Jessie talked about it again, and I stopped resisting, and I ordered the kit. My kit is the Love is a Battlefield version. As you can see, it's a lot of grays and pink tones, and now I'm working with this very nearly black color. It's my last color to put in here. This is 4 parts finished, and the 5th just dropped about an hour ago or so. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. Probably not going to finish it. I might need more time tomorrow because now it's nearly 7 p.m. and I am not a super fast knitter, especially not if the cat is helping. But this was a very enjoyable knit, and I am absolutely going to do it again. That's already certain. This is a big long cowl. It is not super wide to begin with, but it, I don't know, it might be because I'm a loose knitter. It gets quite big in the circumferences, but I think I love this. Once it's blocked out, it will be even bigger. And oh, kid. And I hope that you can, oh, and there, it happened. No, cat. You have to try and pull it back in. Yeah, she pulled on the yarn with her claws. Naughty little claws. Thank you. You feel accomplished now, don't you? This is a very easy pattern. I'm still counting myself a total beginner. I have now 3 finished projects, and 2 of them are pretty much all garter stitch. So I'm not experienced at all, and this is very, very enjoyable. It is a nice mix of these texture sections where you mix knit and pearls to have this texture going on, even though I have to say I did not enjoy this one. I don't know why this really annoyed me, which is why I have two of these eyelet sections here. There was only supposed to be one, but I decided instead of repeating this, I'm going to repeat this. It was much more fun. And then you have these eyelet and lace sections. So this is an eyelet section. I don't think you can very well see that right now. This is an eyelet section, and this is a lace section, which at first gave me a bit of trouble, but then turned out beautifully. So I absolutely love this. And this is, it looks much more complicated than it actually is. So that's really, really fun. And this here is a slip stitch section which gives this texture here. Also a lot of fun. So the rest of the cowl is now going to be a very simple texture section, mostly stockinette and seed stitch mixed with each other, and then a few more stripes, and then I'm going to bind off. So I'm kind of sad that this one is done, but I'm also happy to see it finished because yay, my 4th finished project. And I absolutely adore this. Right now the pattern is only available as part of the kit, but Rachel, the owner of Paisley Pearl Yarns, said that she's going to release the pattern as a standalone item as soon as the mystery knit along is finished. So I guess it is, since she released the 5th part now, finished this week. Not sure if she's going to call it quits at the end of the week and then is going to release the pattern, but it should be sometime soon. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in the pattern only. But I absolutely would recommend the kits she put together. She put together 4 kits. I don't know how much longer they will be available though. So you might want to check out her shop very soon if you would like to snatch one of her kits. So yeah. Love is a Battlefield is mine. And there are 3 others if you're interested in them. Check out my friends Rachel Raycraft and Miss Light Pages, because all 3 of us have chosen different kits. And because I apparently need multiple things on the needles, I cast on another cowl recently, which is called Dance Like No One's Watching, and it is again a very simple lace and texture pattern cowl. This is about 20% of the whole pattern, so this is going to be much smaller than the one I just showed you. It's also my 2nd attempt at knitting with fluffy yarn. I'm still not a super fan, but I had this skein of undyed fluffy yarn, and I had this skein of blue and white yarn from Tudor Rose Crafts, which I did not know what to do with because I'm not a super fan of how thick and loosely wound this is for a fingering weight. I thought about knitting socks with it, but it's giving me so much trouble if I try that I now have given up on that, and I'm going to try that again with a different yarn at some point. So yeah, so this thing is supposed to be knit double with a fingering weight yarn and this fluffy yarn, and it's supposed to resemble DK weight afterwards. A usual fingering combined with a lace weight yarn I would not call DK weight, because DK weight is usually twice as as thick as fingering weight. But this, like I said, is a quite loosely and thick fingering weight for me, so I decided I might use this one and it might look good. And if this comes out okay in the end, I think this is going to be a present for my grandmother. She might like the fluffy texture I'm not so super fond of. I'm also suspecting I might be allergic. I'm not entirely sure, But whenever I knit with the fluffy stuff, I get very sniffly and I sneeze a lot and my throat starts to hurt. And I have so far not figured out if it's me being a hypochondriac or if it is me being allergic to the fluffy stuff. Because honestly, the one I used for my Plumeties shawl, where I had the same issues, was a different fluff than this one. This is mohair, and the one I used for the Plumeties was kid silk. And because they have different names, I always thought they are different things, but if they are not, please let me know and educate me. I might be dumb. I've never disputed that. So yeah, that's my second knit project on the needle. I will say it looks very weird down here at the moment. This lace section, I'm not entirely sure about these stitches we were supposed to do. It's very crossy, and but it's what's in the pattern, so I guess it's supposed to be that way. To show you what I mean. Will you focus, please? All right. Interesting. Usually I don't have issues with getting it to focus. There it is. I think you can see how they are passed over stitches, and that's what's giving these crossed stitches here, and it makes it look a bit weird, but I'm not going to judge it before I have knit a bit further on that. And that's why I don't do that, because it really annoys me if I have to adjust the focus. Anyway, guys, this is a long one. I didn't think I would talk for this long. Yeah, I really hope that we are back now. I hope that you enjoyed this very confused and very rambly video. I have to make dinner now and then edit and upload afterwards, so I hope I can stick to my plan to do all of this today. It might actually be after midnight my time. I don't know. Alright guys, that's it from me. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Thank you once again for all the lovely words, the prayer, the good thoughts. I appreciated it so much, and I hope that this really is now marking the day I'm back for good. Let's hope for the best. Bye guys.